Hello, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about my plans for Yule 2022. So I've mentioned this a little bit, but obviously I'm planning on honoring 13 different gods from the 19th up until the end of the year as just kind of the 13 days of Yule. I'm not following the traditional 13 days or 12 days of Yule. There are a few of them out there that already have like pre-established like what deities you're supposed to honor, what you're supposed to do, blah blah blah. I'm doing it myself. So for that, I will probably have a Patreon post going over the different deities and what ways I'm honoring them. So for my patrons, keep an eye out for that. That should be up today. But I will mention a couple here, kind of the big ones. So obviously on the solstice day, I have some plans. So the first thing I'll be doing is obviously we are going to have our Yule exchange gift thing. We do that every year. We open one gift on Yule. Usually it's a witchy item. This year we didn't have a whole lot of funds, so we ended up with the gifts we know we have as our Yule gifts. So this year, much like every year, me and my husband always give each other the new Pokemon game, because they come out pretty much every year, and it comes out in a pack of 2. So we pick out which one I want and he wants, whatever, and then we wrap them, put them under the tree, and so that'll be our Yule gift this year. My mom knows I'm getting her a book, so like she was there and she was like, "Oh, is that a new one from this author?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Is it under the tree?" "Yeah." "Oh." So like she didn't see the cover or doesn't know much about like what the book is about really. She just knows she has that, so like that's her Yule gift. But normally it would be a witchy gift, but this year it's just the ones we know. And then on the 24th, we are going to be having our feast, especially in honor of Thor. He loves food. So we are planning on getting a ham. I'm thinking about doing like the pineapple glazed, honey glazed, whatever, fancy smanchy ham thingamajig. And then also we're doing a pineapple upside down cake. I've cooked that for Yule for years. I found that from Charming Pixie Flora way back in the day. I still have her book that has the recipe, so I'll be pulling that out and cooking that this year. And normally it's not like a full cake, it's more like mini ones. They're like mini cakes. You use like your muffin tin for it, but it's still so yummy, so we're gonna cook that obviously this year. And then of course on the 25th we are doing our gift opening in honor of Frey to welcome in prosperity and love and harmony and all of that stuff. And so that will be happening on the 25th. We've just always kind of kept that as a tradition that most of the gift opening is on the 25th because that's what you've done your whole lives. So we just put a reason behind it, and that's the day that I'll be honoring Frey, obviously. Oh, I failed to mention that on the 21st is when I will also be doing my card pull for the following year. So every single year for, I want to say like since 2012, 13, somewhere around there, I have pulled a card from this particular deck every single year. It is my Yule deck, and it's not officially a Yule deck, it's like Earth Power or something by Stephen D. Farmer, his Oracle deck. But I have pulled a card from that every year as part of my Yule rituals, no matter what, even if that's the only thing I do for Yule, because some years when I was working it was rough, and that was the only thing that I really did, but I have always made sure to do that. And so this year is no exception. So on Yule, I have a ritual. I think you might have already seen it by this point, but I've got a Yule ritual written out that I'll be doing, and that includes pulling a card for the new year. And then I'm also going to be doing towards the end, I haven't decided the exact day, I'm thinking like the last day of the year, ironically not honoring one of the Norse gods, but honoring my matron goddess. And for that, I will be doing a banishing of the bullshit of 2022. I had a lot of not fabulous things this year that I just don't want to bring the extra gunkety energy of people that just walk out of your lives, getting fired. Like, there was a lot of, like, not great that I don't need to bring into the new year. So I've got a day dedicated to do a fire and just get rid of the nonsense. At the very least, do something with my cauldron of, like, be gone from my life officially, no more, done with it, move into the new year. And so I don't know, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that on the 31st. One of the other things that we will be doing, I haven't picked a day yet. I'm almost wondering if we're gonna do it like before you see this. I haven't decided, but one of the days we are going to make some hot chocolate and drive around and look at the pretty lights. Now I'm waiting mostly for this flippin' storm to stop before we do that, because it has been snowing for 3 days straight. I've had to shovel for 3 days straight. getting a little tired of it, but I know we need the snow. But yeah, so one of the days, when it's hopefully not snowing, we are gonna drive around and look at Christmas lights, and we always drive around and look at the lights, and we usually listen to holiday music. Usually it's gonna be Christmas music. There's only like a handful of witchy songs that have been transcribed into like not Christian, but I mean they're on Spotify, so like I just throw them into the same playlist and we just roll with it. Sometimes you'll listen to the Feliz Navidad, sometimes you're listening to the 12 Pains of Christmas, and then sometimes you get to listen to like Santa Claus is Pagan too. Like you got a mix, obviously, of different music, but we drive around to a few different places and look at pretty lights. We don't go to any of the ones where like you have to pay to drive through and look at their lights. One year maybe we will, but our budget's pretty tight, so we just drive around our town because we have a Christmas decorating competition anyways, so you get to see what other people did. And then we usually drive through some of the like richer neighborhoods around here because they usually have some pretty cool decorations. And of course you have to have hot chocolate when you do that. We do the same thing for Halloween, and usually we have like apple cider or something as we drive around because decorations are fun and pretty. Those are my main plans for Yule this year. I would love to hear what you guys are doing for Yule. I know that this isn't like a whole lot. Honestly, I have more plans for next year. I just didn't have the money to match up to the goals. Like, I'm planning on doing our own advent calendar next year, and it'll be super duper fun. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Yule. I would love to hear what you guys are doing this year in the comments down below. Huge thank you to my patrons. Make sure to check for your notifications because I will be talking about the 13 gods that I will be honoring this time of the year. And of course, make sure to like and subscribe on this video. I post every single day, and until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.